Hey everyone, Scrappin' 30s Chick here. We're going to be making a bookmark for you today, and this is my own idea, so I think it's my own idea. I just came up with it on my own, so I'm hoping it's going to be fun for you guys. It's glittery and fun. You're going to start out with a piece of cardstock, 3 inches wide, 6 inches in length, fold it in half, and you want to use your bone folder here to make a nice tight crease. The rest of the things you're going to need 5 eyelets, your silent setter, your Wings of Friendship stamp set from Stampin' Up, 5 pieces of ribbon. Most of those are paper tray ink, except for the yellow, and that's from Walmart. You're also going to need a pair of needle nose pliers, your beads and your buttons for your bookmark, a lighter to melt the ends of your ribbon so that it doesn't fray, which I got that idea from Momo, from Made by Momo. Your chocolate chip stamp pad and in craft ink, and your glitter clear embossing powder. And last but not least, your blinged out ATG gun. Mine's converted, works just fine. Here I'm going to start putting the ATG tape on my bookmark here on the inside. You want to get around every edge there and go all the way around. Having sticking issues here, it doesn't want to stick. And then you're going to put it down the crease and in the middle of each side. Stick it down, nice tight seal. You're going to take a corner rounder if you choose to round off your corners. I think it gives it a really nice smooth look. Next, you're going to break out your hole punch. I have a Crocodile Big Bite, and you're going to put 5 holes into your bookmark here. I use 3 on the top and then put 2 in between the 3 there. You can see there. Now you're going to put your eyelets in. I'm using just some gold eyelets I got from Oriental Trading Company. Oh, also while I'm talking through here, I want to keep you guys posted on the giveaway that I'm doing on my blog. I'm trying to reach 50 people by mid-May, and you don't have to join my blog, but I'm doing a giveaway, and all you have to do is leave a comment on a giveaway section, and it's for a teal and green quilted cricket cozy by Kathy. And you can check out kathyscozies.blogspot.com. Here I'm going to take out my ribbon and cut it at a nice sharp angle so that you can get the ribbon through the eyelets. Put your fingers through the hole and bring your tails out and give it a nice tight tug. Don't pull too hard or else your eyelet will come out. Doing this with the yellow. I would say if you are going to make one of these, you want to use a thicker designer cardstock or a thicker plain cardstock. It's more sturdy for the eyelets when you pull the ribbon through. Nice tight tug. You can pull those individually too, and you can vary the lengths if you want, make them longer or shorter. So that's why I haven't given a size on my ribbon, because that's pretty much up to the crafter. Last piece of ribbon here. And I was having difficulties with this one. It just did not want to go through. And you'll see I have to recut it because it just decided to fray on me, and the ribbon did not want to cooperate whatsoever. So I'm here, just recut it there. And then it finally goes through, but I have to take the bookmark off camera so that I can just look at the back and try to get it through. There we go. Last one on there, so you have all your ribbons on there. Clearing off my area. Next, I'm going to stamp my sentiment on there using the craft ink in Chocolate Chip by Stampin' Up and my Wings of a Feather, or Wings of Friendship stamp set by Stampin' Up. So I placed mine in the center. You can use any stamp set you want. I am going to emboss this. So next I'm going to use the floor in that set, Here I thought I got a little too much ink on it, so I decided to stamp it to make sure I didn't. So there I'm going to do that side, and then I'm going to turn the stamp around and do it the other side. Stamp the other side there. I love the floor in that set, that little pretty design there. Now I'm going to emboss with my clear embossing powder, which has glitter in it. Gives it a little shimmer. And I'm going to have to clear out my embossing powder there, because if you don't, it just makes a mess everywhere. So make sure you clean up that before you continue on with your project. Here I'm going to heat set, and with my heat gun, just a cheapy gun I got at Flower Factory. And you're going to just heat up all this stuff and heat up all the ink, and gives it a really pretty dimension on it. Here I'm just waving it off to make sure I have everything off and it's drying, or it's all dried and everything. There you go. You can see the glitter on there. I think this one's my favorite that I've made out of all of them. Next I'm pulling out my beads and my buttons, and I tried to coordinate with the color of my designer cardstock as best as I could. And then once again cutting a little piece of the ribbon off at an angle. And I'm using here a needle from my In Stitches set, just because the eye of it is really, really big, and it works really well to get the ribbon through. You can see the powder there I was talking about from the porcelain inside of the button there. And trying to get the button through, but it didn't want to work, so I had to go back to the needle. This part can be a little time consuming, but I mean, they eventually go through without any problems. I do have a needle nose set of pliers over there to the left, and I use that in case I get the ribbon through, but it doesn't want to slide through the bead. So I use brute force to bring it through the bead sometimes. I don't think I had to do that on this one, surprisingly. I'm not sure here. I'll have to see. I don't think I did. Here I'm just bringing it through. Here, another bead that just didn't work. I thought it would, but it didn't. So you'll see here in a second that I'm going to be choosing another bead out of my random bead set here. I got this whole stack of beads in a bulk bag from Joann Fabric. And it has just a really nice set. It has a whole bunch of random sizes in it too. No, that one didn't work, so I'm picking another one here, because you got to make sure that the needle actually fit through the bead too. That one fit just fine, and I'm just going to cut that off and burn the end of that. You can see that I don't do every single piece of ribbon. I only do one side of the ribbon. You can see one side of the yellow has a bead, the other side does not. One side of the white has a bead and button, the other side does not, because it'll just weigh it down a little too much. And here, look, I am putting on my other button there, tying my knot, and going on to the next yellow ribbon. And you can use, any other colors you want to. You can use all one color. I'm not necessarily an all one color kind of gal. I like to use multiple colors, especially the ones that coordinate really well with the designer cardstock that I'm using. So I had another issue with another button or beads, so I decided to just find another one. There we go. I got it. I got what I wanted on there. Once again, burning my ends so they don't fray. And it looks like I'm on the last ribbon here. I hope this voiceover works out for you guys. If not, you're more than welcome to leave a comment and let me know if you liked it or not, because this is my really first time doing this, so we'll see how it turns out. Alright, looks like I am putting the last button on, tying my last knot here, cutting the ends and burning the end there. and you want to go through, and all the ones that you did not heat up, the ends of the ribbon, you want to go ahead and do that so that they don't fray as well. Here we go. All your buttons, beads, and ribbon, and your shimmery bookmark. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Have an awesome weekend.